As a resident of Wyoming for 18 out of the 19 years I have been on this planet, my first year was lived in Michigan, I have discovered that there are some misconceptions about the state. For the benefit of those that believe these misconceptions, and for those who just want to know more about the state, I will be presenting some facts to you today. Yes, these questions really have been asked, and I will warn you that some of them are quite absurd. 1. We do not all wear cowboy hats, and do not all talk like what we refer to as a hick. In fact, I do not even own a cowboy hat. I do, however, own a pair of boots, as my family has horses, and when you ride horses, it is very advisable to wear cowboy or cowgirl boots. For some reason, some people believe that this state is in the Dark Ages still. We do have technology. Otherwise, I would not be filming this video right now, and I would not be able to post it up onto YouTube. Excuse me, are you from here? Why, yes, I am from here. Would you mind answering a question for me? Of course not. What is it? When do deer turn into moose? Excuse me? What was it that you said again? When do deer turn into moose? I am sorry to say, but a deer and a moose are two different creatures. A deer belongs to the family Cervidae, and a moose belongs to the family Alces. Therefore, deer never turn into moose. I don't know where you got that crazy idea. Speaking of deer, number 4 is that you should always be wary of animals crossing the road when you are driving in Wyoming. I can't even count the amount of dead deer, rabbits, and things like porcupines even that I've seen dead on the side of the road. At this point, I would like to point out that Yellowstone National Park is not a zoo. One of my friends once was asked by a tourist when the animals in Yellowstone were let out. This baffles me. Why you would think that there were anything but wild animals that are not kept in cages in a national park is just strange. And dumb, to be totally honest. Because these animals are wild, I highly suggest you do not try petting them. It will only aggravate them, and you may end up dead. Speaking of animals in general, number 5 on my list is Yellowstone National Park. This park is located 50 miles from the lovely town of Cody, Wyoming, and I would highly suggest visiting both of those places. I will now talk to you about number 6 on my list. While cowboys and Indians do still exist in this state, they do not still fight like heathens. You won't see any cowboys and Indians on horses shooting bows and arrows and guns at each other anymore, but there are ways you can still experience the Wild West. For one, we have shows, like gun shows, that depict what life was like in the Wild West back in the day. And there are many museums you can visit, or if you really want to experience the Wild West, you can go out to a ranch and stay on the ranch for a while, and they'll take you on horseback rides and all that fun stuff. I would now like to point out that we do not ride horses to school. Crazy, right? No, on the contrary, although many people in this state have horses, cars are our main mode of transportation. Though, don't be surprised if you see someone riding around on a four-wheeler in town. Number 8 on my list is a rather exciting bit of news for us Wyomingites. First off, you should know that we are the least populated state in the United States. And for the longest time, our population remained under 500,000 people within the entire state. However, The most recent census showed that we finally reached over 500,000 people. Yay! If you have ever driven through Wyoming, you will notice that our highways and interstates are very long and flat. I'm just a tourist driving in Wyoming. Here I am, just being a tourist driving in Wyoming on a highway. I'm just a tourist driving through Wyoming. Look how flat it is. Look how long this highway is. Just goes on and on and on. Whew, I'm getting kind of tired now. I wonder if there's a hotel anywhere. It's been an hour and nothing has really changed. This is kind of scary.